Sad, sad clap. So we have a ban and restricted announcement coming on in 3 days from now. If you're watching this on Friday, it is 3 days. If you're watching this after Monday, it is too late and you may have already gotten the terrible news. One of my favorite cards in Pioneer, so original, Fable of the Mirror Breaker might be on the chopping block. It's already not legal in Standard. It's being eyed really heavily because it's very prevalent in a lot of the meta. So is Bone Crusher Giant Thoughtseize and Fatal Push, but we're not going to talk about that. So I thought, what better way to pay homage to one of my favorite cards in Pioneer than to build Rakdos mid-range? Than to build Ensoul mid-range. So we are running Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which is a 2-red saga. Create a 2/2 red goblin shaman that whenever it attacks, you create a treasure token. That's good. You may discard up to 2 cards. If you do, draw that many cards. And then you can exile it, return to the battlefield, tap it, create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control, except it has haste. Then you gotta sacrifice it. It's good, it's good, it's good. And it's really good with Inti, and you got Copter. This is kind of the Rakdos package of the deck. You got Inti, Smuggler's Copter, Fable, and then the rest is just your average, was this Stubby D? Stubby D? I haven't played this one on the channel yet, so I'm just gonna read it. 1 blue, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, counter that spell instead. We don't have that many turn 1 plays in this deck. We are not playing Metallic Rebuke, that's why we're playing Stubby D instead. We just have some removal and Torch the Tower. We got Shrapnel Blast. We're all in on this kind of mid-range plan, so let's just send it. We're gonna play a best of 3 match, and we're gonna see if this deck is good. At least. Yeah, we got Gleeful Demolition. Don't worry about that. That's just there for fun. Deck list. We got 4 Spyglass Siren, 3 Stubby D, 4 Gleeful Demolition, 3 Torch the Tower, 4 Voldaren Epicure, 4 Safety Scissor, 4 Empty Static of the Sun, 4 Bazinga, 4 Looter Scooter, and 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker to round out at the top of our curb, all at 3. Ooh. And what's this? A sideboard because we're playing best of 3? We got Gigantha, Agatha's Soul Cauldron, 3 Misty Disputes, 2 Royal Scion, 2 Ornithopter, 2 Voltage Surge, 2 Sir Ginger the Mealender, and 2 Unlicensed Hearse. Let's get into the game. I'm excited to try this deck. I haven't play tested it yet. Let's hope it's actually good. You know what we need? We need new sleeves for this swaggy build. Actually, Tybalt. I like Tybalt. Got the big goofy arena mark on it. I don't care. Tybalt is cool. All right, going into our game. We only have 4 Ensoul in this deck, so we're gonna see what happens, okay? I kind of like this hand. Hard to decide. We only have 1 artifact to generate, but 2 Gleeful Demolition and a Stubby D. So this is kind of contradictory to what we want to do, but we do get to hold that up. Then we might have the chance to kind of force spike something. So I'm gonna put it as a yes for now. And I think we just want to run out the steam vents on turn 1. Cool. All right, they mold down. Play Spyglass Siren. Let's honestly, this is gonna sound crazy, hope they Thoughtseize us. Because what are you gonna take? Oh, okay. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Any value we can get out of the Stubborn Denial is value well earned. They already mold down. They don't want to trade a card that they don't have. So, let's see. Let's see. Okay, is it gonna be a creature? They are not in a great position now that we got this Voldaren Epicure, because now we're going to be able to Gleeful Demolition again. So let's do this. Let's swing in for 4. And if they use a removal spell here, I think... Okay, so they kept the 1 up. That is fine. That is okay. Okay, and you have to let it through. Alright, and the turn... We don't want to get rid of this blood token, as tempting as it is, because... Kinda need it. Ooh, Preacher of the Schism. That's fine. That's okay. It's not okay, obviously, but we have to be okay with it. Let's play out our Fable of the Mirror Breaker and pretend we are okay with this. Okay, cool. I was hoping we could get a power 4 creatures so we can, you know, Stubborn Denial their Sorin, but we'll just have to hope that they get stuck on 3 lands and don't Vein Ripper us. Please. How would they do that? What are they doing here? What costs 4? Oh, are they gonna play a Shieldred? I'd like if they didn't. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of Shieldred. Preacher of the Schism is such a nutty card. Oh, Sorin! And then you're gonna Vein Ripper into play? No, they would have Vein Rippered pre-combat in case we block. Whenever a creature sees him attacks, while you have the most life, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Okay, so it's one or the other. Soren, do you want to fling at my Goblinho over here? I really think you do. Oh. Yeah. And kill the goblin, I assume. Okay. Yep, we'll take it. Ugh. That definitely feels not the best, but we kinda got there, so that's okay. All right, we're gonna play this. Cool. It's exactly enough to murder Soren. We can't slow roll it. We have to send it. Okay.
These childish games bore me.
And then we should play Voldaren Epicure. If they show that they're not gonna have anything worth countering, we really do just have to send out a Stubborn Denial with this blood token and hope for the best. I think we're going to slowly chip them away with this Voldaren Epicure and this Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Now we can start cloning it over and over again. I hope. That's my hope, right? Duress, you choose a non-creature, non-land. Okay, so we hope we get into a creature or a land here. Low choice, but also Stubborn Denial wasn't going to do anything in our hand anyways. And we got a creature. Cool. That's good for us. And making copies of Spyglass Siren is better than making copies of Voldaren Epicure. Sorry, Voldaren Epicure. It just wasn't going to work out. Cool. What are they holding up? Is it a removal spell? Okay. Let's just make it real hard for them to stabilize from here. Rakdos Vampires doesn't run a board wipe, so like let's just send it and continue to send it. I want to put a +1 counter on my Voldaren Epicure, if you'd please. It's very cool. I like that. Thank you. I did ask for a +1 counter. I can't discard anything, so it'll just go away. Cool. Like, what do you kill here? We have a 2/2 on board with our Epicure. Reflection of Kiki Jiki is pretty tough to get around. Inti is also pretty bad for them. Yeah, there was no good pick there. Like, that was rough. I can only imagine. Okay. This is interesting. This is interesting for sure. You don't have to scoop it up, but you do go down to 1. We put a +1 counter on the Phyrexian Goblin. Oh, you'd have to attack here, and then it wouldn't trade in combat. So he has to hold back his Preacher. Does he have that kind of self-control? He does. Okay. Or we can play out our Spyglass Siren, put the Gigantha into our hand, swing, 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 put a +1 counter on our token. We got a Shrapnel Blast. Sucks, but you know what? We didn't see it, so we never had it. If you get these kind of plays where you exile a Shrapnel Blast and you can't play it, don't feel bad. You didn't know it was there. Like, come on. It's okay. Fable the Mirror Breaker is going to flip. Oh, wait, no, they're the draw discard. They don't have a removal spell. They die to... Okay. Depending on what this is. Oh, okay. That's interesting. But, like, you still perish, I believe. Okay. So let's swing in. Yeah, there's no way around it. You're gonna have to block one thing no matter what. You're actually better if you don't crew this copter, but I don't foresee you doing that. You know what I mean? I think you want to kill the thing, because then you want to be able to do that with copter again, but then you're going to still be behind, and that's okay. Don't come out of this trade on top, that's for sure. You can draw it out for one more turn. Don't do it, no! Oh! No! They played into my hand by accident! Alright, how do we stop this? I don't really think we do. We get in Sir Ginger because they're a Planeswalker deck. We get in that because they're a Planeswalker deck. We get rid of our Gleeful Demolitions, and I think we just run it back from there. That's a pretty good setup. Waiting on your opponent. Your opponent is choosing whether they will play first or not. Oh my. Okay. Hexproof, Haste, and Trample. Here's the thing. I don't think we ever want to kill their Sorin. I think we want to keep it around at that point. Okay. Are they going to Thoughtseize us here or Duress us? A Duress would, like, hurt my feelings, but not, like, hinder my life, you know? I want artifacts I can sacrifice to Shrapnel Blast to grow my Sir Ginger, because I want to put an Ensoul artifact on it and make Sir Ginger, like, an actual menace to society. They play their Sorin, they play into our hand, is all I'm saying. Okay, let's play our land pass. Play out a Copter next turn to play our Sir Ginger, then tap into the Smuggler Copter. Okay, cool. We don't have to do that. Let's just Smuggler's Copter. Play it safe. Are you gonna Sorin? Are you gonna Sorin? Methinks they're gonna Sorin. If they Sorin, we just Shrapnel Blast it. If they don't put a Vein Ripper into play. If they do put a Vein Ripper into play... Oh, Fable the Mirror Breaker? That is reasonable, actually. That's not, like, very mean. We got a Spyglass Siren, so we actually have to be good about this. Lay this out. And play a Sir Ginger. Yeah, we'd rather block with a Spyglass Siren if we had to. Obviously. Draw. Yeah, let's discard the Mountain. Good to siphon through stuff. Never be afraid to draw and discard with your Smuggler Copter. You never didn't have that card. Discard 2, draw 2. Like, I hope your hand is bad. Okay. Look, it's a Sorin. Do you have the Vein Ripper? Okay. We're gonna start racing. I'm just saying. You have no idea the beast you have unleashed. Okay, so here is my ingenious plan that none of you are ready for. This is how we beat vampires, guys. You think I'm crazy? It's Sir Ginger. Sir Ginger beats vampires. Okay, so we have Spyglass Siren. We're gonna sacrifice it. Sacrifice. Deal that Vein Ripper. Sorin doesn't matter anymore. Sorin doesn't exist to us. We're going to have to pay the 2 life. Whatever. We're going to sacrifice target. Yes. I'd like to sacrifice that artifact. Yup. I would like to sacrifice my Spyglass Siren. Okay, cool. Take the damage. Very cool. Die. Interesting. Don't want it. Sweet. Yup. Whatever. Because now you are about to get chonked. Doo, 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 doo. You know what? I think we do have to kill the Sorin. Sadly. I didn't want to kill it, but we have to. We don't have a creature to crew. Oh, but that's just another land. So actually, we do like Smuggler's Copter. I lied. Okay, this no longer has hexproof and trample and haste. That kind of sucks, but that's okay. That is okie dokie. We have a flying 5/5 that loots. We're gonna be fine at the end. Okay. And you can Mutavault it up. Alright, didn't activate Mutavault. Cool. Just gonna pass? You should just pass. I mean, we're gonna gain 4 life with Sir Ginger at some point. We're just gonna be on the offensive here. Okay, let's move to attacks. Alright, let's take action. Very good. We take those. We don't want to pay any life, so let's get rid of that, actually. And we're just going to keep Sir Ginger up. We don't have to cast Smuggler until next turn, even. It would have been cute to play Smuggler before Inti, but I want to really dodge a Thoughtseize if they get it, because if they do, it'll be pretty bad. Okay. Creature of the Schism. Very cool. You're just gonna make 2 1/1s with lifelink. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we take this 2 damage. If I draw into a Shrapnel Blast, I'm just saying. Okay, those 1/1s with lifelink, they're scary conceptually. In concept, I am terrified. In practice, not so much. They definitely have a small army, but we're gonna gain that life back with Sir Ginger. That's okay. Okay, yeah, that resolves. I don't need to set a stop anymore. Go to my turn. Shrapnel Blast. They lose the freaking game. You always hold the Shrapnel Blast. I know it seems like there's nothing on board. I'm just paranoid. I've lost too many times when I thought I was ahead. But we're not here to be like me. We're here to be really cool and play this deck and play correctly. So, yeah. We got 2 Shrapnel Blast. We were rewarded. And we got 3 Shrapnel Blast! They're so dead! We can't even sacrifice. You know what? Yeah, good game. They don't even see the others. That is the holy Trinity. Trinity. Get it? Trinity? So, we beat Rakdos Vampires. We basically beat Seth Manfield there. So, thank you for watching. That was another best of 3 Ensoul video. Ensoul mid-range. I don't know what I'm doing with that deck, but come Monday, we may never get to play that deck again. So I had to. Just once. I had to try.